Right, today I am going to try to draw a postman. So I'll start off with his head. This is going to be his chin. Their little cap they wear, and they have these big overcoats that they have, and that is normally a couple of strips around there, like reflectors. I should have known, really. And there. Get rid of that. Put his arm over first. So. It's cold today, so he can have a bit of a they always seem so grumpy when I see them walking around. So, then I need to have some legs. And some little hands. Better bring in this strap down, just colour that in for a moment so that I can see where I'm going. Getting a bit messy, like everything I do. Constant mess, bit of a few letters thrown out there, and then get myself into a pickle. So that will then be little hands. little nose. I want to keep this one a bit more cartoony today. Scrawny neck. Because a lot of my cartoons I tend to started going too realistic, and I'm not really, I don't really have the ability to do realistic cartoons well, so I will try to make them more zany, and they tend to be more funny like this as well. So that is his coat. Where's the next bit? I've really got to try to start drawing a lot more neatly. I seem to just sort of crash bang into everything as I go along. This is little bag, parcels, some letters. Reflector bands. God, that didn't sound properly. That didn't come out well. I said that. What I am going to do when I've done this is I'm going to colour it in with my new coloured pencils. I've just got some. Again, because I was looking for something else to use, because I tend to be so messy and clumsy these days, so that would go that way. With my hands, so decided to try to have a bash with these watercolour pencils. Letters. A very heavy sack. Some socks. Right, now give that a rub in now to try to keep it steady while I do it. rubbing out something I haven't inked in yet. There you go. A bit of a boo-boo there. Can't really complain about my mistakes I make, because I bring most of it on myself because of my inability to work tidy. Well, I'm not going to change after all these years, so it's just going to have to be that way in future. If it goes tits up, it goes tits up. Right, these are the reflecting bands. And there. A couple of I want to sort that out, so if I go straight up there, colour that a bit in underneath of the trousers. It's not so much knowing what to do something right, it's what to do when it goes tits up and how to get out of it. I think that is more important to know than how to do things at times. Okay. I shall pause this for a moment. Right, so the reason I wanted to pause it, I will scan this in and then just add a little couple of bits, and then I will scan it in because I will be putting this on my personalised mugs when it is finished for cartoon jobs that I'm doing. So I'd like to colour digitally, but today I'm going to colour it in watercolour for the practice and watercolour pencils for the practice, and then I will carry on and colour it in digital and then print it onto a mug template for, well, I suppose I should really also, that is wrong. I sometimes think if I just slowed down a bit I'd make a lot less mistakes and turn out a lot better cartoons, but I can't help whizzing along. Anyway, right, that is ready to, always keep seeing little bits extras after I've done it, you know, but that is what I'm going to scan into the computer, so I will see you in the next part where I will colour in with my new, I've got to be careful, but one hand is a bit precarious at times. Derwent Academy watercolour pencils that my wife brought me. They're not the most expensive, they're not the cheapest, but they seem to a lot of people like them, so if I'm going to try something, I may as well try these. Right, back soon. Right, that is me scanned in. Now, I will show you these that I did. These are watercolour pencil swatches that I made. Now, a pain in the arse doing them, but I am so glad I did, because I'd never remembered some of these names are weird of these coloured watercolour pencils. They are weird, so I think it was a really good idea to do these swatches. I then have got myself a cloth that absorbs the water out of my brush. Apparently you don't use a lot of water, and Leslie will put some new kitchen roll on the shopping list for me to dab my brush on. Got the water. And I have all my pencils already prepared, just so that I can not make the video too long. And I have also noticed I have made a mistake. I forgot to colour that in, so I'll do that before I start. Should really have done these underneath of the sleeves as darker blue. So I will start off with the pencils, and you use them like coloured pencils, so I'll shade some orange in. If you want to put a bit of shading in, you go a bit harder with it. Quiet, Jack, don't be tiresome. And this is a lot. I find this really easy compared to watercolour pen, setting up the palettes and mixing up the colours. So I quite like this way of doing things, so I'll persevere. Now, if you hear some heavy breathing, I am not a phone pervert or a practicing phone pervert. It is just that my speech and my breathing is not great. I will have to try to adapt it and try to remember. It will sound awful on the video. Another thing is the lighting. I've just ordered myself some new studio lights so that I can make better videos with proper lighting. So I've got a couple of studio lights, so that should sort all my problems out with my filming. Well, a lot of my problems will make me, that should not have been orange, that should have been blue, talking too much. But I will put these on first, dark blue, so that way I can not forget it. Because I've got short-term memory problems, so all in all, a bit of an old crock, but I enjoy myself. There was something else I was going to mention. Yes, I should have made this coat a lot longer, I feel. It is too in line with everything else, but that is the way it is with me. I just do me doodles and I get on with it, and what it ends up with, I like to call them happy little accidents. You know, others will have different opinions on that, obviously. this is also the first video for my cartoon blog that I have done where I am trying to speak and do things at the same time. Normally I've had to do audio over tracks. So as annoying as it is for you, I'm quite pleased with it because I now am getting there. That would be blue. So if I can talk and do my drawings, I'm more than happy. It's quite a good result for me. Now that should be, if I do it this way, I won't get mixed up. Now it's back to me orange. That bit a bit darker. Shading there, around there. Maybe on this sleeve. Bit under there. Of course my colour is not great, but then the way I see it, I've managed to talk and draw at the same time, so colour theory will have to wait a bit longer for me. Now they have blue trousers. What I was saying about them colour swatches, you really, it's only just straight now that I'm realising it's so well worth doing, because a lot of these coloured pencils, when you look at the pigment when they're dry and you're just looking at the ends of them, there's a lot of the times on some of these you couldn't tell what bloody colour they are until water has been applied. So I will get this coloured in just like normal coloured pencils, and next time I think I might try doing blending with a couple of different colours and see what happens. But whatever happens, it will be posted on my blog, so you can visit that and see how I'm getting on with my teaching myself more or less how to draw again. Now I have also got, I'm about to put my hand down for a minute. I've got portrait pencils as well, watercolour pencils, and so just for this video I will do I use a sand up there. Oh no, I think I will have a yellow again. God, trying to get it to go in my head what the colours are I'm looking for. No, not terracotta. It's a bugger when you can't remember what you're doing from one minute to the next. Raw umber. Yeah, we try raw umber. Oh, then shake his head in. think I said in one of my other videos I only used coloured pencils probably a couple of times, and that was when I was in Catholic school and when I was little. So it's been a while and I weren't very good with them then. But I will persevere with these watercolour, I think. I'm quite enjoying doing these. These are really quite relaxing. I was hoping that the postman would turn up early today, but since it is a week from Christmas, I suppose it will be later in the day when they come. I was hoping my lights would be here to reflect the lights. Now they have red, I'm sure they have red bags. This is another thing, you're probably better off getting a bit of a reference picture to draw from. I think I did think about that this morning, but that was this morning. Well, it's probably about 10 minutes ago, but it soon goes out of my head. Do the bag. I don't think all the bags have reflective stripes. I'm sure I've seen the grumpy postman walking around with a bit more pressure on his pencil, walking around with just a sort of red bag with their mail in. Give them red socks while I'm at it. A little bit over there. I think I wish I'd gone for sand. You tried out the sand now, but there you go. Now I've got a grey one. Now that looks like it's going to come out a lot darker than I want it, so I haven't got a lot of choice in colours, so I will just do little bits and then, oops, got a pencil mark there, a pen mark there. There's something else I was going to do, but no, it's unbuckled if I can remember. What was I doing? Yes, these. I was doing these. I'll go back and start watercolouring up. So I dip the water in, I tend to use it a bit dry. This is how it goes. I'm going to try and add a 5 o'clock sort of shadow in a moment, once this give this a chance to dry out a bit. Also forgotten his cap, that is blue. That'll be darker under there. And I'm quite pleased, this is the first time I've tried using them apart from the swatches, and that was quite a surprise for me, but I'm really enjoying doing these. Right, let's see how it'll go now. If I put this light blue on, and if that is dried yet. Yeah, so I can get a bit of a shadow under that. Shade under the eyes, maybe a bit down there. Turn that a bit more off. Grey, I forgot his hair as well. And some grey shoes as well. Oops, I've also forgotten to give him some speed lines to show he's running. So I'll do them now. Pen. Pen. Quite like the way these pencils go. And let the water. I shall be on YouTube looking at more experienced users of these pencils, see how they get out, what they got found out and what they're doing. I will need to get myself a lighter, some other colours, lighter grey would have come in handy here. Now I probably have forgotten to ink over some of the things as well, but not out. Otherwise this video will get far too long, but it probably is already. I've done with more blue in that. Grey. Dark blue. Just put that in dry. Shadows up there. Well, I won't need to do my finger exercises holding all these pencils. I've got this physio putty that you have to make sausages and all sorts with your fingers, knead it and all the rest of it to get them moving. So I think I can skip that and have a nice afternoon kip, I think. I will add a bit more of my letters, a bit more colour. Just a bit dabbing these things. Anyway, this is more or less it. Quite pleased with how this one has gone, considering I've never used them before, and I'm also doing other things that probably aren't as much of interest to you, but yeah, I'm quite pleased that I've managed to talk and draw at the same time. It's been a while coming. Yeah, I'll be, what is that thing they call it, when you do more than one thing at once? I'll be one of them people. I also believe you can, we'll do this on there. You can wet these on the top of the pencil and water, and then use them like that. Yeah. All in all, I really enjoyed this, so this will be straight up onto my blog for you all to have a look at. A bit of blue in there. Right, thank you, and see you next week. Goodbye.